Before we begin, let's do a little settling meditation. Sitting in an upright, cross-legged asana, with the back, neck and head in alignment. Place the whole body into a position in which it can be both upright and comfortable. So make the adjustments now. Use any amount of padding that you might need to stay upright without much effort. And then bring your hands into Jnana Mudra or Chin Mudra, which is a position in which the index finger is at the root of the thumb, the tip is right at the root, and the palms are up for Chin Mudra, down for Jnana Mudra. See which of these positions feels better. And then once you found it, gently close the eyes and begin to observe the whole body with the eyes closed. Especially taking care that there is no unnecessary tightness anywhere in the body. The legs, the buttocks, the lower back. The arms are loose, as are the elbows. Feel the whole head relaxing and the face. Let the face have a natural expression and the tongue rest against the upper palate. Become aware now of the movement of natural breath. Without modifying this rhythm in any way, observe the body breathe. Feel the movement of the breath in the front of the body, the abdomen, the chest, and the throat. Discover how the different parts of the body are moving without any conscious effort. Connect with the breath. Let the awareness follow the rhythm of the breath rather than control it. Next time you inhale, take your awareness in between the eyebrows. Feel the eyebrow center. Visualize here a tiny point of light. Holding our awareness on this little light, we will chant the mantra Om all together. Take a deep breath in. Please repeat after me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Slowly externalizing the mind, bring the palms together and rub them to create heat. Then cup the eyes, let the heat sink into the eyes. And then gradually open your eyes and remove the hands. Hari Om, that's it. Welcome everyone in our new course. I'm excited to see you all here. Just a few, very few words to introduce. The practices will talk for themselves. The main part, the main goals of this part of the course for the next 8 weeks are to develop a good connection with our lungs, with the whole breathing process, to get good control over the various muscles involved in breathing, and also to expand the lung capacity. Then it will be also to explore the connection between the movement and the breath. So we'll do a few asanas where we focus on breath synchronization. They'll be quite simple, but there will be some asana. And then, of course, we'll also do the more classical pranayama practices like Nadi Shodhan, alternate nostril breathing, full yogic breath, and so on. So, without further ado, let's stand up. The first few practices today will be done from standing, which is especially good for those of you who just been to the previous session. Now, what we'll be doing is breathing together with the movement of the arms. So we'll use the arms to extend the upper chest area and breathe together with the movement. So inhale as you raise the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale. Try to bring the upper arms behind the ears if possible. Exhale down. Take the arms in a forward movement right up from the shoulders to stretch the shoulders in the process. Deep breaths. Filling the lungs from below, so taking a deep breath into the abdomen and then filling the chest right up, relaxing the arms completely each time they come down. Next time you relax, let the arms rest by the sides. We will now continue with sideways movement. So again, deep breath in, but the arms will go up. Midway through, you change the palms so that they go up and stretching the shoulders when you come up. Exhale down, turn the palms, relax. Deep breath in, abdomen, chest, shoulders. Deep breath out, shoulders, chest, abdomen. Focus on not only deepening the breath, but also coordinating the speed of the movement and the breath, and squeezing the belly at the end so that all the air goes out of the lungs. And exhale. One more time. And let the arms rest by the sides with the eyes closed for a few moments. Be aware of the sensations in the chest, in the head, and any other effects of this practice. Next, we'll be breathing with the arms going back and forth. So starting with the palms joined together, we'll inhale and bring the palms towards each other with the elbows straight. Exhale forward. Inhale, lift the chest up, arms down, and like this, working with the chest. It may help to do a few rounds with the eyes closed so that you can feel what's happening in your lungs and maybe make adjustments so that you can take more air each time. Feel the sternum go forward and up each time you move. And one more round after the one you're doing now. Then again, roll the shoulders back and let the arms rest by the sides with the eyes closed. While we're resting between practices, consciously release any tightness from the muscles. Be aware of the effects and of the flow of breath naturally moving in the nostrils to keep your mind focused. For the next practice, interlock the wrists in front of the body. And then inhale as you lift the arms up. Again, behind the ears if you can. And then exhale with the palms up, keeping the arms back. Feel the stretch from the shoulders to the fingertips. Inhale up, stretching the shoulders. Exhale, move the shoulders in a semicircle, stretching the shoulders on the way up. And when you go to the side, deep breath in, and again, in a semicircle down. Recross the wrists every now and again for better balance. Lower the arms as far as you can without bringing them forward. If you keep them back, they can only go so far. Deep breaths coordinated with the movement. Feel that there is an intimate connection between the arm movement and the breathing. When the movement stops, the breath stops too. Next time your arms come down, roll the shoulders back once again. Adjust the feet so that they're parallel, and with the knees soft, the whole upper body relaxed. Be aware of the effects of these practices on the whole body. Feel the sensations in the chest and head. Be aware of the balance in the body, in the feet. In our next practice, we will focus on the upper collarbone area, separating the feet more than hip width apart. Bring the left foot out so that it's perpendicular to the right foot. Here we will imagine we have a large bow in our left hand and the string is in the right hand, and now we pull the string back, and as you pull the string you go all the way back, opening this whole right collarbone area, lifting the chin. Exhale, return. Inhale and tighten all the muscles of the left arm. Exhale, relax. Inhale, open the whole upper chest area. Exhale, relax. 4 more rounds on this side. Again, after the movement has become familiar, focus on the synchronization of the movement and the breath. Breathe in as you draw the string. Exhale, return. When you've completed 7 rounds in this way, 7 rounds on the other side. So right foot will go out, bow is in the right hand, string is in the left, elbow goes in one line, one horizontal line. Tighten all the muscles of the left arm, open up the shoulder, exhale back. Feel the whole left shoulder and collarbone open. Remember to lift the head a little bit, and then bring it back down. And when you've completed, bring both feet together once again. And then rest the whole body in Shavasana. So Shavasana is when you lie down on your back on a hard surface. You check that the legs are equal distance apart from the center. So are the arms, palms are facing up. Adjust the whole body so it feels balanced and comfortable, and then close the eyes and be aware of the contact between the back of the body and the floor. Be aware of the head, the back of the head, the shoulders, the hips, the legs, the arms. The whole body is on the floor, on your back. The eyes are closed. So you're lying in Shavasana and checking that there is no tightness anywhere in the body. If you discover any points of tightness, release them consciously. From head to toe, be aware of the whole body, the state of the body, the effects of the various practices. Deepen your connection with the body. Feel all the sensations in the tips of the toes, the feet, soles and the backs of the feet, the ankles, legs, knees, hips. Be aware of the whole trunk, front and back. both arms from the shoulders to fingertips. The whole head and face. Apart from the various sensations in the body, also be aware of the movement of the breath. While we observe the breath, there is no control, no effort to make the breath longer, deeper, or change it in any other way. Let there be nothing tight in any part of the body. Take a deep breath in slowly and feel the whole body filling with energy. When you exhale, feel every last tension drop away. Now prepare to slowly come up into a seated posture, keeping the eyes closed until the body is vertical. And once you are seated, come into the base pose. In the base pose, the back is supported by the arms so that you can relax it and it doesn't droop. So you can quite relax the back completely and it stays up. We will now be connecting breath and movement, doing very simple movements and connecting them with breath. So focusing now on the toes. Bring the toes towards the body and try to separate them. And then clench. Separate and inhale. Clench and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It may take some time to develop control in the toes. So don't worry about the full synchronization of the movement and breath. If the toes are moving faster than the breath, but try to synchronize anyway. Inhale and exhale, clench. Inhale, spread. Exhale, clench. After you have looked at the movement for some time, try with the eyes closed. Visualize the toes move together with the breath. Feel that the breath is determining, guiding the movement. Like the toes are moving thanks to a little pump. Inhale, they stretch. Exhale, they clench. Now, let go, relax the feet completely and keep the eyes closed. Be aware of the sensations in the toes, especially any kind of movement or tingling or vibration. Be aware of these sensations. Moving on now to the ankles. If you're familiar with this, you can keep the eyes closed. Same as the toes. Inhale and the feet will come towards the body. Exhale, soles of the feet towards the floor. Inhale and exhale. Try to only have movement in the ankles, isolating the movement just into the ankles. The rest of the legs is still. Developing maximum possible movement without strain, together with the breath. Inhaling towards, exhaling away from the body. Now, when you've completed the round you're on, again let the feet float to the sides. And be aware of the sensations in the ankles. Any movements, vibrations. Any changes. Coming up now to the knee, bend the right knee and lift the foot off the floor. The whole lower leg is quite relaxed. Now from here, inhale and straighten and tighten the knee. Exhale again, relax. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, relax. Focus on the knee, the tightening and the relaxation, and the movement together with the breath. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Once you're familiar with the movement and your back is held quite upright, again, close the eyes and feel the movement inside the knee. Feel the movement happen at the same time as the breath. Switching legs now, repeat on the left side. Lift up the left knee and develop the same range of movement from completely relaxed to slightly tightened with the breathing. Always trying to develop an intimate link between the breath and the movement. Feel that they can't exist without each other. Next time you straighten the leg, support the back, and let the legs relax. Feel all the sensations in the knees. Be aware of everything that's happening in the knees. Let them relax completely. At the same time, in between practices, we always observe the movement of breath happening naturally at the nose. Moving on now to the hips. Half butterfly is done with the one foot up on the opposite thigh. Even if you can just bring the toes up, it's fine. Only if it's really, really hard to put the foot up, then you can leave the foot down at the thigh. The back is held upright by pulling on the leg. And here, inhale and keeping the leg relaxed. Stretch the whole right hip. And exhale again, the back stays relaxed, stays straight. And push the knee down. Inhale up. Exhale down. As soon as you are familiar with the movement, close the eyes and check that the leg really stays relaxed, that you are only using the arm. It may take some time to get used to that. maximum movement that you can do without excessive force and with the breath. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you push down. Next time you come down, start bouncing the knee. Just let it gently bounce towards the floor and spring back up. If your knee is comfortably coming on the floor already, simply pull the foot further up on the thigh so you can intensify the movement. Straightening the left leg now, the right leg. Prepare to do the same on the left side. First, a few slow rounds with deep breath and the leg quite relaxed. Inhale up, exhale down. A few rounds, it's good to keep the eyes open and to observe yourself in the correct form. And then close the eyes and fine-tune the movement, relax all the muscles that don't need to be used. Consciously feeling into the hip area, allowing the hip to soften as we push the knee down. All of that is done through breath, exhaling into the downward movement. Bouncing now with the left leg, with the breath flowing naturally. Now slowly straightening the leg. You can shake the knees a bit and then bring the feet together, soles of the feet together. Bringing the heels as close to the body as possible. Pulling on the feet to stay upright. Feel into the inner thigh area. And then start making small movements with the knees. And feel that whole inner thigh region soften with the movement. So the movement should be just, fast and large enough to relax the area. When it gets too much, it may tighten it. So feel really into the hips and thighs. Let the breath flow freely. And every time you exhale, feel the inner thighs loosening, allowing the knees to go deeper. If the knees already go all the way down on the floor, you can bend forward from the hips and intensify the stretch in the inner thighs. Now slowly bring the knees together. Straighten the legs. And rest in Makarasana. Makarasana, or the crocodile pose, is a relaxation posture in which the head is supported with the hands and the elbows are adjusted so that you feel the whole spine in a uniform backward bend. If the elbows are too much forward, you will feel it in the neck. If they are too far back, you will feel it in the lower back. So adjust the elbows until you feel the whole spine balanced. And adjust the arms so you can relax the arms completely. With the whole body loosened, eyes closed, check that there is no unnecessary tightness left unattended in any part of the body. Observe the movement of natural breath in the abdomen, the pressure against the floor, increasing and decreasing. Be aware of the whole spine. Feel it ease into the gentle backward bend more and more. Now connect the observation of sensations along the spine with the movement of natural breath. Feel that every time you inhale, the breath moves from the base of the spine to the top of the neck. And when you exhale, the breath moves from the top of the neck to the base of the spine. And for this, you don't need to change the rhythm of the breath. Simply move your awareness with the appropriate speed along the spine, up and down. Try to make this into a living experience, as if breath flowed through a channel that's directly in the spine. You can remain in this position, first with the eyes closed, then later you can observe the demonstration of the next practice. It is called Sarpasana, the snake pose. And in here, it is quite contraindicated for high blood pressure, so skip if there are any problems of that kind. We will take a deep breath in and then keep the breath in as we lift the whole body up. So the starting position is with the hands, with the fingers interlocked, forehead on the floor, then inhale, and keeping the breath in, lift the whole body up as high as you can, and then when you need to exhale, lower the body back down and relax completely. So like this, when you're ready, you can begin. It doesn't matter how high you come, as long as you use your full capacity right now. So inhale in the starting position, keep the breath in, and then lift the whole upper body, head first, like someone's pulling your hands from behind and up. And then when you return to the starting position, relax the whole body completely. Get to the next round as soon as you're ready. There's no need to compete with yourself, only stay in the final position for as long as you comfortably can. If you find that the practice is bringing too much blood into your head, then try inhaling while you move upwards rather than before. See what works better for you. Feel that someone's pulling your hands at a 45-degree angle. Try to stabilize the whole body with the breath held in the final position. Even a few seconds of complete stillness will intensify the effects of any asana. When you've completed the round you are doing now, bring your hands underneath the shoulders and then slowly transition into Shashank Asana, the child's pose. And let the arms rest on the floor. Let the whole upper body rest on the thighs, and if the head is not comfortably coming to the floor, support it with the fists like that, otherwise come all the way down with your forehead. When in this position, relax the whole body completely. The arms, the elbows. Be aware of the pressure of the abdomen against the thighs. Feel each and every breath at the navel. And now slowly begin to lift the whole body up. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale, bring the arms down. And then coming to Shavasana. For one last asana here. Interlocking the fingers behind the head. Keep the elbows on the floor and the shoulders on the floor, and keep the knees together and also the ankles. Here we'll inhale, and as you exhale, lower the knees to the left side and head to the right, but keeping the right shoulder on the floor. Inhale, return to the starting position. Exhale, knees to the right, head to the left. Inhale, back to center. And like this, continue moving slowly with the breath, deep breaths here. It doesn't matter how close your knees come to the floor, as long as they stick together. If you feel your knees separating, then do less movement and keep them together. As you move slowly with the breath, discover where in the spine you are feeling the twist most. And then adjusting the position of the feet, you can change the position of the twist also. The further you bring the feet away from the body, the more you'll exercise the lower back. And the closer the feet are to the buttocks, the more upwards in the spine the twist will move. But all the time, the movement is synchronized with the breath, deep breath out into the twist, and deep breath in back in the center. When you've completed the round you are doing now, do one more in whichever foot position you prefer, and then slowly straighten the legs, release the hands. And before you rest in Shavasana, make sure that you are going to stay warm for about 12 minutes. If your room is not quite warm, you might want to use covering of some kind. If your light is quite bright, you might want to dim it, but it's good not to fall asleep just yet, so use your discretion there. Lie down on your back in Shavasana, and before We relax the whole body, make sure there is nothing tight. If there are glasses, belts, wristwatches, anything tight like that, remove or release, as the case may be. Look down the whole length of the body to see whether you are symmetrical on both sides. Shavasana may look simple, but it requires precision and awareness and deep relaxation in all the muscles. So once you have found a position in which you can stay comfortably, remember that during relaxations there should be absolutely no movement, not even a scratch or adjustment of any kind. So if you feel the need to move, or that there will be a need to move anywhere in the body, make all the adjustments now, so you don't have to do it later. And then become quite steady, become quite relaxed by focusing on the different parts of the body one after the other. The legs, let them be loose. The arms, the whole trunk, the whole head. Be aware of the whole body together, from head to toe. Whenever and wherever you discover any tightness, be it in the face or in the legs or in the body, let go, release. Be aware of all the changes that the body has gone through, the predominant state of the mind, the mood right now, without trying to change anything, just observing. Be aware of the stillness in the body, all the sensations in the body. And along with these sensations, also the movement of the breath. Feel the breath move inside the nostrils. And feel that these two flows are two straight lines. The breath moves in two straight lines from the nostrils, joining between the eyebrows, like the shape of an inverted V. The openings of the nostrils and the eyebrow center are the 3 points, and the breath moves up and down inside these pathways. As if the breath was not happening anywhere else in the body, just focus on the movement in the nostrils. The whole breath experience just in the nostrils. Feel the coolness when you inhale, feel the warmth when you exhale, and if you are getting sleepy, remind yourself that I will remain awake and alert throughout the practice. Observing the feeling of sleepiness, if it is there also. Now let go of the movement of the breath in the nostrils and get ready to move your awareness through different parts of the body. As each part is mentioned, take your awareness into that part. Feel all the sensations in it. If there is tightness, release. And then move on to the next part. Having a quick vision of each part in front of the closed eyes, as if you were looking at them from up close. Starting with the right hand, become aware of the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, armpit, side, right waist, right hip, thigh, knee, calf, shin, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the whole right side. Left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm, back of the left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, left waist, left hip, thigh, knee, calf, shin, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the whole left side. To the back, become aware of the right buttock, left buttock, right low back, left low back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, the whole spine, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, the whole back together. Become aware now of the forehead, right temple, right ear, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, bridge of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, teeth, tongue, chin, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, navel, the whole front, Become aware now of the whole right leg, the whole left leg, both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together, the whole back side of the trunk, the whole front of the trunk, the back and the front together, the whole head, the whole body together, the whole body together. Experience the whole body together. Now, check that you are still awake, alert. Become aware of the movement of the breath in the abdomen. Feel the movement of the navel upwards and downwards. Feel the expansion and the contraction happening naturally without any involvement. Allow the movement in the abdomen to continue. Be aware of the navel. Rest your mind in this space of the navel. Let your awareness follow the expansion and the contraction of this space. Now, shift that focus to the chest. Still without any control, be aware of the movements of the chest. However small they may be, feel the difference of how the abdomen expands and how the chest moves. Shift your focus of the breath into the throat. Feel the flow of breath inside the throat. The coolness, the warmth, all the sensations. Now let go of the breath altogether. Reconnect with the physical sensations in the body. The contact between the body and the floor, the experiences of the skin. Be aware of all of these. Gradually externalizing your awareness. Be aware of the floor underneath the body, the position of your body on the floor, the walls, the ceiling, the whole room around you. Begin to make movements now with the fingers, with the toes. Move the feet, move the hands, arms and legs from side to side, head from side to side. Take your time, there's no rush. Take a deep breath in and stretch the whole body when you're ready. And then slowly roll over onto your right side, keeping the eyes closed. Remain there for as long as feels necessary until you are ready to move up into a seated posture, keeping the eyes closed until you are fully vertical, at least. The practice of long Shavasana relaxation is now complete. Before you open the eyes, practice palming once or twice. It's always a useful thing to do when the eyes have been closed for some time. And then gradually open. So, we are now getting ready for a few pranayama practices. And we will begin with sensitizing ourselves to the abdominal area and using abdominal breath. This is where most of us need most work to really get control over the abdominal area. So let's get started. It's useful to use the hands, and we use them in this way. That you connect the fingers loosely, squeezing the abdomen. Yeah, you squeeze the abdomen, and the fingers are almost locked in together. And then as we expand, they will come apart. See that? So when the minimum movement is, the minimum volume is when the hands are together. And as you expand the abdomen, that will force the fingers to go away from each other. If this doesn't work for whatever reason, you can simply keep the fingers in such a way that you can still see them coming together and apart from each other. In this way, we really learn to expand the abdominal area fully and also to squeeze it fully. And in that way, we gain the most important part of breathing correctly, which is breathing into the down, into the lowest parts of the lungs. So we have this big diaphragm muscle around here, and when the muscle goes down, when we push the muscles out, that pulls the muscle down, and then the lungs stretch inside, and then the reverse is true. So by using the abdominal muscles, we are forcing the diaphragm muscle to go up and down. That's the technique there. So what we do here, the abdomen can expand quite a lot, the chest not so much because it's bony, so we really focus now on the abdomen. Exhale all the air from the nose, through the nose. And then inhale only so much that you don't use the chest. So exhale with the abdomen, inhale with the abdomen. The belly goes in, the belly goes out. And if you're not sure whether you're using the chest, you can keep another hand on the chest. And just make sure that if your right hand is on the abdomen, the right hand is moving and the left hand is still. So of course, when the eyes are open, you don't need to do any of that, but it's then easier when you close the eyes to really feel that you are using just the abdominal cavity to take air in, and the chest remains completely still. So once you don't need to keep your eyes open, close the eyes and focus your awareness at the navel, where your belly button is. If it's hard for you to focus, you can, put a finger there, or otherwise remind yourself where exactly the belly button is. And then feel it move forward and back in a straight line. That's the focus. Rather than trying to expand all the muscles in all directions, we just have to focus on the one point, the navel, the one that goes furthest away from the spine. So feel it go away from the spine when you inhale, and towards the spine when you exhale. And the rest of the abdominal muscles simply follow, squeeze around the navel and then expand away from the navel. Now, once you've checked that with the hands that the chest is not moving, you can once again bring both hands on the abdomen. The contact between the hands and the abdomen will allow the mind to be better focused there and to really make use of the whole movement. A lot of the air that we breathe normally comes from chest breathing only, or very limited abdominal breathing. Here, we try to develop the abdominal breath so deep that you don't need to use the chest and you don't get breathless. Just for the practice. We will then combine it with other forms of breathing. Feel the hands coming apart from each other and the navel all the way away from the spine and then close to the spine. 3 more rounds of slow, controlled abdominal breath. Now rest the breath completely, keep the eyes closed. You may have a little bit of muscle pain if you're not used to using abdominals a lot, but this will be very mild and will go away very soon. Abdominal breath is not just a practice, it is also a good technique on its own. Whenever you feel really stressed, the abdominal breath has more effect on calming the whole nervous system than full breath or chest breath. So abdominal breath can be practiced when you have some time and there is a need to calm down. We will now build up on this using full yogic breath. Those of you who had just been to the earlier session will be familiar with this. Here, it's especially important that the buttocks are elevated so that the belly can really expand, and there is you can more easily straighten the arms. And you see, when you straighten the arms, what you want to do is to watch this part here. Yeah, you want to bring this whole upper chest area, the sternum, like you trying to crack open your rib cage up there. Of course, without any strain or excess effort. So we bring our arms quite close to the hips, fingers pointing in, and start by squeezing the abdomen. I squeeze it, and then expand and take full abdominal breath, and then keep on breathing in. See how much you can breathe in without pressing on the arms, and then push even more air in by straightening the arms, lifting the collarbones, and then start exhaling by releasing that pressure, allowing the chest to drop, and then the abdomen comes back in. So like a wave, starting with the abdomen. Always the abdomen comes in last. Now, when we take these breaths, continue, close the eyes, and discover the full lung capacity. The lungs are systems of thousands and thousands of little air sacs. Many of them are continuously squished in because of our posture, because of how we're not using our lungs fully. And here we slowly and gradually open them all up, put fresh air, fresh oxygen into the whole lungs everywhere. And for that, it's also important that we squeeze the belly in after each exhalation to take fresh air each time in the next round. After the round you are doing now, practice one more with full awareness, filling the lungs to capacity from abdomen to the collarbones. Then slowly release the hands, place the hands on top of the knees. And keeping the eyes closed, still maintain awareness of the breath, but let it flow freely now. Focus now on the flow of breath in both nostrils. Next time you exhale, squeeze the belly, but not too hard, just to start the next round with empty lungs. And then as you inhale, count up to 10. Inhale to full, easy capacity without pressing on the arms for a count of 10, then exhale for a count of 10. The speed of the counting is up to you, but it should be roughly between half a second and a second. If you find that the breath feels quite rushed and you could breathe more slowly, then increase the count, but both ways, so that you inhale for a count of, let's say, 12, exhale for a count of 12. Discover your natural speed of counting. This will be the most likely speed that will stick with you in the future. And then you can increase the breath by increasing that count at that speed. Next time you exhale, stop this practice for just a moment. And for the next practice, lift your right hand into Nasagra Mudra. This is a posture in which the index and middle fingers are together, touching the eyebrow center. The thumb and the ring finger are gently touching the openings of the nostrils. These two fingers will be used to block the flow of breath either in the left or the right nostril. Check that both nostrils can flow sufficiently. And now close the nostril that flows less than the other. Discover which nostril is flowing more and which one is flowing less, and close the one that's flowing less. Develop now full breath from the abdomen up to the collarbones. Breathe in and out of this nostril. Next time you exhale, switch. And then inhale through the opposite nostril. Whichever was closed now, open that, and close one that was open now. First check that the flow in the nostril feels comfortable. Adjust the speed of breathing if necessary. And in the next round, after you've exhaled, again count the inhalation. The inhalation with this less flowing nostril. Then exhale with the same count. Remembering that count, lower your right arm temporarily, keeping the eyes closed. We will now practice alternate nostril breathing, in which we inhale through the left nostril, inhale through one nostril, exhale through the other, inhale through the other, exhale through the first. With the count you have just done with the less flowing nostril, whichever count that was, bring your right hand again into Nasagra Mudra. Close the second nostril, open the one that's flowing more, the first. Exhale all the air with the abdomen and inhale with the count that you just had last with the second nostril. At the end of the inhalation, switch the nostrils, close the first, open the second, exhale through the second. At the end of that exhalation, keep the nostril open and inhale, then close the second and exhale through the first. This is one round. Again, continue. First nostril, slow and gradual breath in with your chosen count. Exhale through the second nostril with the same count. Then inhale through the second and exhale through the first. All throughout this practice, focus on maintaining the same speed of breath determined by the less flowing nostril. So even though you could breathe faster through the nostril that's more open, you don't. The same speed of breathing, the same counting. At the same time, your awareness is resting between the eyebrows, where the fingers are gently touching. And you are also aware of the lungs and how you are using them to full capacity. If your awareness still has the time to wander anywhere else, gently bring it back each time that happens to the breath, the movement in the nostrils, the pressure between the eyebrows, and the increasing perfection of your breath, flowing at the same speed from beginning to middle to end. If your right arm is getting tired, you can support the elbow using the left hand, or if the discomfort is too intense, you can simply discontinue. Bring the hand down, rest the breath, rest the arm, and resume when you're ready. When you've completed the round you are doing now, practice one more. During that last round, see whether for the future you can increase the count easily or stay with this count that you are having now. When you've completed that second round, bring your right hand onto the right knee so that both hands are now resting on the knees in the hand position of your choice, with the palms down or up. If you're still practicing, please feel free to finish. Observe the effects of the practice in the whole body, in the form of balance, the experience of balance in the whole body, effortless balance. Be aware of the rhythm of the breath and the state of mind. Is it busy with thinking? Is it quiet? What is the predominant mood? Observing the mind together with the body and the breath. If any compelling thought takes your awareness away from this observation, gently bring it back, again and again if need be, to the flow of breath, natural flow of breath. Flow of breath without your conscious control. Feel that flow in the nostrils, feel that flow in the throat. Be aware of any movements in the body, but let them all happen by themselves. The awareness is just following like a shadow. No control. If any thought comes, let it. There is no suppression. But your mind is focused on the breath, no matter what the thoughts are or how long they come for. From the breath, along with the breath, also be aware of the space in front of the closed eyes, the resting place for the mind. In the same way that the body can be rested on a soft armchair or lying on the floor, the mind can rest in this warm, friendly darkness called Chidakash, the space of the mind, seen in front of the forehead, in front of the closed eyes. You might be seeing various things, colors, lights, movements, images, or just darkness. Whatever you see, be aware of that. The breath is now receding into the background of your awareness. Develop a sense of restful attitude in the mind as it's focusing in this space in front of the closed eyes. Concentrating your awareness into one point now in this space. Point visualized between the eyebrows as a candle flame or a little star. Visualize a bright, steady source of light between the eyebrows and keep on focusing here as we chant the mantra Om 3 times. Feel the vibration between the eyebrows and in the whole body. Take a deep breath in. Please repeat after me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Externalizing your mind fully now. Palm the eyes at least once before opening. Rubbing them together, rubbing the palms together. And then allowing that energy and the heat to relax the eyes. Hari Om Tat Sat.